the math god. Brett. Distributive is a property of math. Brad Fogel, the math god. Brett. 2 plus 2 equals 4. Brad Fogel, the math god. Brett.
Hi, I'm Brett Fogel, and in this week's episode of Math, we're going to take a deeper dive into the world of percents. Now, you all know a little bit about percents, and what does percent mean? That's right, out of 100. But we haven't gone into the world of percent word problems, and that's what we're going to do today. So come with me on this ride to percent word problem land. Hey guys, what better way to learn a new skill than to try with some example problems? You'll need a calculator. I want you to use a calculator on these. So one on your phone or on a computer is fine. But all of the problems involve this basic setup, percent over 100. And then our job today is going to be deciding whether numbers are parts or totals, okay? And then you'll cross multiply, divide. Example 1, Mr. Fogel took a reading quiz. There were 20 questions and he got an 85% on the quiz. How many questions did he get correct? So they give us a percent, so I'm going to write that over 100. And it says there were 20 questions on the quiz. So do you think that's the part or the total? That's the total. So 20 is going to go on the bottom because we're going to try and find out the part that he got correct. So I'm going to put an X here. We're going to cross multiply. So we're going to do 85 times 20, which is 1,700. And then we'll divide that by 100 to get our answer of 17, which means he got 17 questions correct. So that's my final answer. And again, feel free to use a calculator or pause the video so you can read the question. Example 2. Mr. Fogel finished 40% of his run in 12 minutes. How long was his run? So again, they give us a percent, 40%. So I'm going to write that over 100. And it says 40% of his run was 12 minutes. So that means they give us the part, and we're trying to find out how long his total run was. So that means we don't know what this total is. So I'm going to put an X on the bottom. So then I can cross multiply and divide. 12 times 100, that's 1,200. And then I'm going to divide that by 40. 1,200 divided by 40 is 30, which means that his whole run was 30 minutes long. And again, please feel free to use a calculator on these problems when needed. My answer for problem 2 is 30. All right, last example before you guys try some problems on your own. Fogel had $200 in his bank account. He spent $30 on coffee. What percent of his money did he spend on coffee? So if you noticed, they didn't give us a percent in this problem. We're gonna find the percent. So I'm gonna put X over 100, which is what we do when we don't know the percent, and then equals, and then which number was the part and which number was the total? Well, the part that he spent on coffee was the 30, so I'm going to put the part on top, and the total money that he had was 200, so I'll put that on the bottom. Now I can cross multiply and divide. 30 times 100, that's going to be 3,000, and then I'm going to divide that by 200, and I end up getting my answer of 15. And then it says what percent of his money. So I need to make my answer final, 15%. He spent 15% of his money on coffee. Starbucks, of course. All right, so now I'm gonna have you try some problems on your own. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Please feel free to refer back to the video if you get stuck on something, or message me on Schoology if you have any questions when you're working on the problems. Good luck. Bye.